Wrestle Story, we discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW and NXT, and every Friday after SmackDown. Tonight, for those of you that are joining us from Gimme All Yaz podcasts, welcome.
And those of us that are generally here all the time,
yes,
welcome.
And for those of you that are joining us
from
Gimme All Yaz podcast, don't laugh at me because I'm technologically illiterate.
Yeah, hey guys. What the heck?
How's it going, Seth?
We need to change.
And Johnelle and Observer Stuff.
It's not 8:14. The stupid thing didn't change.
What?
To fix the thing.
Oh, you messed up the date?
No, I didn't mess up anything.
Yeah, the date didn't change.
Yeah, it didn't change.
8/17.
I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. Calm down.
All right.
Okay, you keep speaking.
I'm
gonna
down.
fix this. Leave a like. Right. Yeah, leave a like. Leave a like. Leave a like. Leave a like.
And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. How's it going, Mrs. Gleen?
What is up, people? I'm fixing my thing.
I'm not laughing at you. You're laughing with us. Right,
no,
Johnelle?
No. Laughing at us. Jeez. 8, 17, 20.
Yeah.
So dumb. I have to read.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not saving all the time.
So dumb.
It's Thunderdome, WWE's version of the NBA bubble. Who knows? How you doing, Zando?
Yo, what up, folks? 1 second. We're just getting everything finished here. I gotta send out my tweet, and then we'll be ready to go, because we just finished doing a watch-along on Gimme a Whole Yeah podcast.
I don't know what they're doing. I think the whole idea is to try and get some big name thing out, like Thunderdome. It just sounds impressive. Thunderdome! Join us in the Thunderdome! And I think that's what they're trying to do. That's my guess. So... Oh, birthday stream. Oh. Today is my birthday. Yes, it is my birthday.
Okay, we can change that. Who said what? Huh?
Oh, that's why.
What?
What? Well, Mrs. Gleen said to put birthday stream.
Oh, okay. I can fix it.
Yeah, you'll have to take somebody's name out of there.
1 second. It's fine. The Hurt Business can leave.
Yeah.
They're not important.
We don't need the Hurt Business.
Or Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, today is my birthday.
Or
I am 30 years old now.
Yeah, 30 years old.
Yeah.
Again.
Happy birthday, Mr. G. Well, thank you very much, Mrs. G. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Seth. Again.
WWE Monday Night Raw Recap Live Birthday Stream. Rey Mysterio Returning.
Yes.
Shawn Michaels. Yeet. Save. Great, now I gotta send out the tweet again. We need to pick a name.
How you doing, Stone Cold David?
We need to pick a name for this stream. Hey, Mr. G, Maven. What up? How's everybody doing? Jeez.
Thank you, Stone Cold. And Johnelle. Alright, so let's go ahead and start talking about the show.
Sure, you start talking. I gotta put out this tweet.
So we start off, we have Drew McIntyre in the ring. Oh, sorry. Drew McIntyre. Watching you guys and Raw Live. Cool. Wait. What? Why? Send out a tweet again. Yes. So anyway, we have Drew McIntyre in the ring. I just want to do that again. That's why I like. Go ahead, laugh. Drew basically says that Randy's actions were unforgivable, and he does not like Randy anymore.
But just kidding. No, that's not what happens, because Retribution is wreaking havoc once again and ruins his promo.
That's right. So Drew is like... Sorry. Drew is like... Randy candy.
You're a fool. But that's okay.
Why?
No, I'm just kidding.
So Retribution comes in with takes over the production truck right at the beginning of the show, and that's pretty much, well, that was like, you would think that'd be the end of the show, because apparently they just want to take over the production truck for just a second because they didn't do anything else again.
Yes.
So, what's up, guys? Happy birthday, Mr. Gleen. Thank you, Cody.
Yes. Happy birthday
Drew's
to Mr.
back,
G.
and he's pissed.
I thought that said pressed at first.
No, it says pissed.
No, that's what I thought it said at first. I thought it said pressed.
How you doing, James?
And then I was like, wait a minute. That's not what it says.
So then we go to the backstage, and basically the rest of the roster there, with the other 9 people that are there at Raw, are talking about how they don't like. Hello, give me a little yeah.
Yo!
How they talk about how they don't like what Retribution is doing.
Okay.
Basically, Drew's talking about how he doesn't like what Retribution is doing. Seth Rollins steps up and says, "You're not a leader, you loser."
I'm ready to talk. Sorry, got the tweet out.
Good.
Everything's all good. Sorry,
You're better at this than me.
It only took me 15 minutes. I apologize. So, anyways, MVP's like talking
SummerSlam's got me hyped. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it here in just a little bit.
You think that this Raw go home show to SummerSlam would have been better?
Who knows? Who knows? Anyways, so MVP's in the ring. He's like, you know what? You know what?
James can't wait for Thunderdome.
You know what? I was just thinking. Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews returned about the same time that this Retribution group showed up. You know what I think? I think Apollo Crews is the leader. And Apollo comes out and he's all like, no, I'm not. But thanks.
With Jessamine Duke and Marie Shafir on Raw tonight, does that mean that they're called up? We have some thoughts on that, John. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit.
Yes. So anyways, Apollo's like, no. But you know what? I'm here. And I am going to tell you something. Something very important. Okay? What I'm going to tell you is that
you cannot tell anybody else. Because if you do, we will kill you.
If I beat Shelton Benjamin in this match next, Benjamin and Lashley have to stay away from ringside at SummerSlam. So it's just me and you one-on-one, MVP, Apollo Crews, for the United States Championship. And MVP's like, no! And Apollo's like, yes! And then we go to Apollo Crews versus Shelton Benjamin. I got major deja vu from this because we legit saw this last week. So Apollo won.
Chelsea Green and Retribution, quote me on that. All right, we'll do that, Cody.
So Apollo won.
The thing about this is I don't understand.
know the purpose.
The whole, like...
I mean, I get that, but it still seemed pretty stupid to do this match again.
Well, like, last week they were talking about how they were going to rule the Underground.
Mm-hmm.
And then... They're here.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Why aren't they down ruling the Underground?
I don't know. Because, I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, it just makes sense, that
I have no idea. None whatsoever.
They would be in the Underground, but...
Oh, shoot. Did we forget to change the Twitch title? We did.
Yes, Mrs. Gleen can do it, though.
Thank you, Mrs. Gleen. Sorry, we were getting the YouTube stuff set up. I apologize.
Is that what you think, Maven Apollo is the leader? It's rubbish.
No.
They could have 14 different leaders.
They could.
Before they decide who they're going to actually have be the leader.
So, after this, Apollo gets beat up by the Hurt Business. And then Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali, and Ricochet make the save. And somewhere in this whole situation, R-Truth became 24/7 champion. And then MVP challenges Apollo to a 6-man tag match for later in the evening. We then get Angel Garza.
Shelton Benjamin became the champion.
No. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. R-Truth didn't win the belt. It was Shelton Benjamin.
R-Truth had the title.
Sorry, I read my notes wrong.
Shelton Benjamin ended up pinning R-Truth as he was running
out. Sorry, R-Truth was already the 24/7 champion. My bad. My bad. Shelton is the 24/7 champ. Sorry. I read the notes wrong. Yes. I read them backwards.
Good job.
Sorry. I
Change
your
your
info.
Change your info and upgraded your followers gold. Reach for the stars, my dudes. All right, sounds good.
Sweet.
CM Punk and AJ Lee, I think they are the leaders. That'd be cool.
So we then get Garza in the back, and Garza's in the back with Demi Burnett, or whatever the garbage her name is. Oh my gosh. This chick cannot act to save her life. She's in the back, and she's like, oh, Garza! And I'm like, please kill me now. Like, stop. I don't want to watch this. Like, and they had her speak like 12 times, and I was like,
you're the man, Garza.
And then Ivar came up and was like, here, have a turkey leg instead of a rose. And she was like, oh, Ivar! And I was all like,
this ruins my fantasy of maybe being perfect and not making any mistakes.
I was like, please.
Yeah, she's cringe, definitely.
Please, stop. You're not good. Why are you even on Raw? Like, go away.
She's not even a good actor.
Demi Burnett, or whatever the garbage her name is, cannot act to save her life. It's not good. It's not good at all. So we then get Angel Garza versus
whatever they're paying
Ivar.
her, they need to stop. Just saying.
She just needs to go.
Her name is Danny, and she's great.
I'm pretty sure it's Demi. It's Demi Burnett.
Yeah, I just call it bad.
So Angel Garza defeats Ivar. Yeah, that's right, because they fought each other. And so during this match, Angelo Dawkins is in the back, and he's talking with Demi Burnett. And then Garza, after the match, is like, yo, Dawkins, what's your problem? And Dawkins is like, well, you see...
He said it just like that. Yo, Dawkins, what's your problem?
Sorry, that was more Dominic Mysterio than it was Angel Garza. I apologize.
It's Demi, guys.
So, after this, Garza was all like, what are you doing? That's my chick. And we were all like, no, I thought Charlie was your chick. But okay, I digress, whatever. And so, Dawkins is like, well, you see, I have this very interesting video that I'd like to show everybody. And Garza's like, and so he runs to the back and is like, no. And then Zelina's in the ring and she's like, what video? What video are we talking about? Because I don't know what video this is. And Samoa Joe was all like, well, you see, I've got sauces. And you see...
Sauces?
Yeah, sauces.
What the crap is the sauces?
Sauces. Sources?
Yeah, okay.
Sauces?
I was trying to figure out what sauces was.
It's sauces.
Yeah, sauces.
That's what I got. Samoa
sauces.
Joe has some of those too. Okay, so anyways.
Spaghetti sauces.
He's got sauces. And so, he's sitting there, and he's all like, well, you see, I have somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows the people that, you know, run the security. And with Retribution running rampant, WWE's put up more security cameras so we can catch more things. And you see, they're always filming. So, we have this little video that I think you might want to see.
Well, then they left us hanging.
And then they left us hanging.
And I'm sitting there going, what?
For commercial break.
Where's the video? Show it.
So,
no, like right now. Show it. And they did.
So, after this, Charlie Caruso comes
Charlie
up.
Caruso is going to snap on Zelina Vega? No, I think Charlie Caruso is going to snap into a Slim Jim. Sorry.
So after this, Charlie Caruso comes up and is like, Dawkins, what's the video? Show us the video. And Dawkins is like, well, fam. And then the video gets played. And the video is Zelina messing with Montez Ford's cup. She's putting something in it. We're not sure what. And we go back to Zelina, and Zelina's like, I most certainly did not. That video is doctored. And Charlie, you did it. It's your fault. You're just mad because of Garza and then I didn't do it. I didn't do it. You can't prove that I did anything. Like, dude.
I knew Zelina poisoned Montez.
The footage is
Bianca's going to
literally
be at ringside with the Street Profits to
right
neutralize Zelina.
there. Literally right there. And Zelina just denied it. So then Montez Ford is back, and they're all, attacking Garza and Andrade, and that's great.
Maybe for a second, Anthony thought you were Mike Tyson.
Cool. I don't really know what Mike Tyson sounds like.
He sounds like this.
off the top of my head.
Like this.
I don't really...
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't sit around listening to Mike Tyson speak.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what he sounds like.
Kind of like what you were doing a minute ago.
Oh, well, cool. I'm very good at impressions. If you've paid attention to if you've been a part of our channel for a while.
So Zelina poisoned Montez.
You interrupted my PSA on my impressions.
Oh, sorry.
I do some pretty epic impressions.
Yes.
Braun Strowman, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins.
Yes.
I don't do that, but okay. I'm pretty good.
Yeah, you are.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Anyways. Moving on. So. Hey, Export! Yo, Scott, what's up?
The show was a mess in my opinion. Yeah.
So, after this, we have Natalia versus Mickie James. Okay. First thing that they did wrong was they advertised this match as Natalia versus Natalia.
I'd put money on Natalia.
After
Luckily,
that,
I put money on Natalia because she ends up winning.
This is Mickie James' first match back in over a year.
Two things on Raw Talk. Lana brought in her dog. MVP thinks Cruz is behind Retribution.
This is Mickie James' first match in over a year, possibly longer than that. And she did not get a single, let's hype you up thing. She didn't get an entrance. She lost the freaking match to a 10 count. She failed to answer the 10 count. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't like it. This is ridiculous. Mickie James is so very talented, and why is she not being used to her fullest potential? I don't understand this. Why did she lose to Natalia, who is washed up, doesn't need to be on TV anymore, has no charisma, has no entertaining factor about her whatsoever? Why on the face of this earth did Mickie James lose? Can anybody explain that to me?
No, nobody can explain it. It was baffling, confusing, and not understand. So I'm guessing that she's just there for a couple spot appearances.
She should have just stayed home. If this is all they were going to do with her, she should have stayed home.
They said, hey, if you come here, we'll pay you $100,000.
I don't care. If this is what they were going to do with her, she should have stayed home.
And she said, all right, I'll risk the COVID.
I don't understand it.
Natty's my favorite. Oh, no. Is Natty still using the heart? She's a heart. No, she really hasn't used that.
She might as well.
They were talking about Mickie. Yeah, we're even talking about Mickie James and Natalia, and she won by count out. Yes, because during this match we had
Seth Rollins
come out, and he was confronting Samoa Joe because Joe talked about knowing that Rey Mysterio. He said something about knowing Rey Mysterio was there, and Seth wanted to find out if this was true and all this stuff, and it's he wants to know how Seth knows, or how Samoa Joe knows that Rey is showing up. Again,
Seth, did you not listen to the Zelina Vega segment? He has sources, okay?
So they're focused on them, and there wasn't, there's no cohesion here.
No, there isn't.
Seth
None.
to the match.
And like Stone Cold David said, they proved what they think about Mickie even on her return night. And the Lana Natty team, and then they focused on the Seth and Joe interaction during it. They didn't care. I don't know why they continuously do this to the women's segments. They put something over top of it, whether it's the 24/7 championship or it's Seth Rollins coming out to cut a stupid promo. It doesn't matter what it is. They do this to the women all the time, and I don't understand it. Why are you not doing it to some of these lousy segments that the men are getting?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you choose to put it on top of what actually could have been a decent match if you gave them time and, let them, wrestle and actually be focused on? Mickie James is probably in the ring well, it doesn't matter what I do because the camera's not even on me, so I could just stand here for 2 minutes while we're focused on Seth. I don't even understand it. It's stupid. It's stupid.
Joe interested in the match was overshadowed by Seth and Joe talking about what a return for her night. Yeah, I mean, that's why I wonder if this isn't just going to be
It's stupid is what it is. And Mickie James shouldn't have come back.
I wonder if it's going to be a one-time thing or something, or just a short time.
No, it's dumb because they were marketing it as last week that she was returning, she's coming back. No, obviously not. Because you're too stupid to figure out. You'd rather put Natalia and Lana on TV because they're great and full of charisma. Said nobody ever, okay? And then you put Seth on top of it. And quite frankly, I'm just annoyed with Seth right now. Like, I just don't... I don't like it. I don't like what they're doing with him. I don't really care about his character. He's just kind of like, wah, 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 like, go away. Like, I'm just, you're annoying, okay? Like, stop.
Seth Rollins was an annoying bozo. Natty has talent
I
of
agree.
a wet dog. And it was disgusting how they made Mickie out of a jobber. Yeah, I mean, the way that I didn't like the way they did that, James. They made her look bad. Do you know Technical Work Rate Productions? They did a video on why Sasha Banks sucks, and I agree with them. Yeah, I mean, you could see that Sasha's, like, at times... I think Sasha at times is good, but at times she's, like, just there just to be there. Why? Vince McMahon. It's such good shit.
Do the 24/7 segments. Oh, man.
Yeah, the 24/7 segments they had, I mean, if it's our truth, I like it. But this other stuff, why anybody wants the 24/7 titles beyond me. Other than just to say, well, I got a belt.
Maven, for me, honestly, I didn't know she was still on the main roster. Talking about Mickie James, I thought either WWE released her from her contract or she retired again. Nope, she was injured. She was out with an injury. I think she had, like, knee surgery or something like that. And so she was out for a while with that. And now that they finally brought her back, it's like they don't care. And she's really good. She's really talented.
Cody,
she's such a good wrestler, and they're just not.
Didn't Ruby have a win streak going for a while?
It makes me want to pull out all my hair because they don't know what they're doing, and it's just quite frankly just flat out annoying, and I'm just over it.
Yeah. So then we have Sasha Banks and Bayley interview. They'll discuss who they talk about who's going to wrestle Asuka first, and finally
Bayley said it's going to be Bayley.
Bayley said, "Okay, it'll be me. I will wrestle."
Shannon comes out. She says, "Whoever just got the Raw title next, I'm coming after you. I'm fighting you." And then Asuka comes out, and she's like, "Yeah, Shayna and I are fighting each other, or not fighting each other, fighting you bozos." So we then get Baszler and Asuka versus Banks and Bayley. This was a decent match toward the end. Nia Jax came out through the crowd to begin with and attacked Shayna. Bleh! Go away,
Broke
Nia.
the fiber, the plexiglass.
Nobody likes you, Nia. Leave,
yeah.
Please. So then this left Asuka to fight for herself. And then Shayna came back. She cleaned house. She took Bayley to belly. She kicked out. And then Baszler choked out Bayley. So that was great.
I thought this was good. I thought this match was actually decent.
I like this. I mean, it was good.
I think this was probably one of the better
except for
matches.
Nia.
This was probably one of the better things that happened during the night.
Except for Nia.
Yeah, I mean, even the Nia thing, I think was okay.
No, Nia, no.
I think it's okay because I think it's setting something up in the underground. I think it's okay with this.
I just don't like Nia. I'm just kind of over Nia.
My true crushes for wrestling when I was in middle school are Mickey and Lita. Cool, Anthony. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going a little off topic. Have you all heard about the post office slowing down with the mail? Yes, we have, James. You remind me. I'll talk about that at the end. And we'll disagree on Natty overall. Maven, I hate this current gimmick with her acting like Lana, but I love Natty as a wrestler for what she is. She's one of the best technical women's wrestlers in the business and has been for years. She may like the personality of some of the other women.
Lack the personality of some other women.
But if they let her just be her, she's great in helping get over the younger women, whether Vince sees it or not.
See, that's what I think Natty needs to be used for, is getting people over. Like, I don't necessarily need to see Natty win every week. I don't necessarily need to see Natty involved in, like, feuds every week, because I think Natty just, like, putting Natty in the ring. I kind of guess what I'm saying is I want Natty to just be, like, a trainer.
Yeah.
Because I feel like personality is kind of like a huge part of...
She's a tweener currently.
Personality is kind of a huge part of the stuff.
Talking about...
And so I feel like Natty really just doesn't have that. And so, like, I don't know. Just, like, I don't want to see her involved in, like, big storylines because I just don't care because there's no personality there. And, like, I don't want to sit there and watch that because it's just bland and boring and it just makes me go, blah! So... That's just kind of the way I feel, Natalia.
If Shayna turned face, I'm confused. I don't think so. I think it's just a matter of who has the belts and who's Because I think she'll end up facing Asuka. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I don't think that it matters. I mean, it's all about who she's going against, I guess.
See, but even then, I think she's still gonna be really over because she just is.
I think with WWE planning in the future is completely moving Natty to become a trainer at the Performance Center.
That's personally where I think she would be used best because she really doesn't have personality.
So then we have in the back, Apollo Crews chooses Ali and Ricochet to be his partners against MVP.
And Cedric is all like...
And Cedric's like, what? Are you kidding me?
Can't believe you do such a thing.
So then we have Shawn Michaels backstage with Drew. He basically says, Randy will use anger against you. And then he talks about
how Shawn
helped him in his comeback. Or McIntyre talks about how Shawn helped him with his comeback.
And he was like a huge inspiration and stuff.
Yeah.
That's all this was. It was like really long-winded and like...
Shawn was like, you need to let me go out there and do my thing. And
don't come out here and help me.
Yeah.
Essentially is what that meant. So like when I get my head kicked off, like don't save me.
Who knows? Didn't know what like the point was, but whatever.
So then we get Peyton Royce versus Ruby Riot.
Yeah.
This was decent.
And then we see Baszler right before the Peyton Royce versus Ruby Riot, we see Peyton Royce and Billie Kay and Ruby and Liv next to each other, and then once they walk away, they've set the match up with Peyton and Ruby. We have Shayna Baszler, and in the background you have Shafir and Duke with her.
So exciting. So anyways, Peyton Royce defeats Ruby Riot. I'm not... okay, I'm a little bit upset with it.
Just I still hate Shayna, and did I forget I hate Shayna?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a problem with this, but I also do have a problem with this because, like, it sucks for Ruby because Ruby is really talented and she's really good in the ring. But, like, I don't know. She's just not... They're just not using her correctly right now. And they're not doing this... They're doing the same thing with Liv Morgan. And it's just annoying. And, like, I don't know... I don't know. But Peyton Royce has been looking real good over the last couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think that she looks good in the ring by herself. I made a statement that I would like to see Billie Kay be her her manager, and I think that'd be cool.
What did Hulk Hogan say in arts and crafts class? What you gonna glue, brother?
Oh,
that's funny. Honestly, I don't blame Natalia for not having personality or good promos. I blame Vince for the majority of it because he doesn't know how to book women's wrestlers correctly. But see, it's not even about that. It's just that, I don't know, throughout Natalia's entire career, she really doesn't have very much personality.
Yeah.
And what personality can shine through is just kind of cheesy and, I don't know. I've never really been a huge fan of Natty. I don't know. I just don't know. She's just not my cup of tea. She's just kind of bland and boring. At least
I mean, I think that you gotta have the right storylines for them.
It's not even about giving her the right storylines, though. No, but it isn't, though. If we just take a look back at what they've done with her, I have never really found anything Natalia's done super enjoyable. It's I don't know. She just doesn't. She's not good at promos.
Well, she's
not
high-flying.
No, that has nothing to do with her being high-flying, okay? It has to do with her being entertaining. And 99.9% of the time, I don't find her entertaining. I just don't. I find her to be very bland, very boring, very just yuck. I just don't, I don't like it. And I feel like she is a good wrestler, majority of the time. And I don't have a problem with that, but it's when you try to integrate her into these huge feuds, what they were doing with her and Becky last year at SummerSlam, I didn't love it. I didn't love it because I was like, what are we doing here?
Peyton Royce is very good in the ring. Yes, definitely.
She came off as really cheesy and corny, and I don't get it. So she's just not my cup of tea, and I just don't like her.
Well, that's the big thing. She's not your cup of tea.
No, it's about her not being entertaining, and I'm not the only person that thinks that.
Well, I agree. I
mean, you're entitled to think whatever you want to think, and if you like her, that's totally fine. She might be good in the ring, but that doesn't make up for the fact that she has no personality. And part of what it takes to get over... No, but even when they try to, she just makes things really cheesy and really corny. So that's like... I don't know, man. I just have a hard time getting into her stuff.
So then we have Peyton Royce defeats Ruby Riot. And then we get Raw Underground, where we have Eric, beating somebody in his first match. And then Ziggler says, well, that's a 4 out of 10. And then we have Eric and Ziggler fight, and Ziggler wins the match. And Ivar runs Eric out of the ring, and we have our first... Oh, wait, I'll tell that later. So, yeah. I find Peyton Royce and Billie Kay super annoying. They should be taken off TV. They have a ton of botches, in my honest opinion. And we complain about... Nah. I think Peyton Royce is fine. I
like Peyton Royce. I think she's
Billie
improved.
Peyton needs some more.
Yeah, Stone Cold David.
But I would
Peyton
use Billie Kay as her manager. I think that Billie Kay does good. She does good work at irritating people.
Peyton has proven she spent time improving her in-ring skills, whereas Billie a step or two maybe above Lana. See, I agree with the Peyton statement. I think she has improved immensely, and she really has put in the time and effort to get better, and it's definitely showing, and she's doing great. I think Billie has improved a bit from where she was, but I still think that she needs some more improvement. So I don't know. I feel like Peyton Royce really is the one that kind of shines in that duo, and if they were to ever break up the Iconics, I think Peyton Royce could be fine on her own. I think she could be a single star and be good, but I just don't think Billie Kay could.
Yeah.
I just don't think she could, just because of where she's at. She definitely has personality. She definitely has that. It's just the in-ring skills that are a bit... Billie would be buried. Yes. Simplest terms, yes.
Lana needs to stay off TikTok. Nah, she's moved to Instagram. Well, she moved to Instagram probably because TikTok is going to be taken down soon.
She would turn into a manager. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Anthony, bruh, don't compare Iconics to Nia.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Iconics aren't Nia bad.
No.
Nia's not good. Nia's bad.
Yeah.
Very bad. Very, very bad. Why is Dolph Ziggler not allowed in the TV section in Best Buys? Because he always steals the show. Ains is in the chat with the jokes tonight.
Stone Cold, I agree. I think that she'd be buried just because they don't use managers right. MVP I thought was going to be a manager. Now they have him wrestling every week.
Yummy.
And so I don't understand that. But I can understand, that where you're talking about, managers get buried in WWE. So yeah, I mean I don't understand why, because managers can help dictate and show the stories. Guys, do you know what happened to Paige? Apparently there was issues or controversy that she was lying on her YouTube channel or TikTok, and WWE told her to take it down.
No.
She's not the first one.
Didn't hear anything.
Mysterio. So then we have Mysterio and Dominic interview.
Well, not really an interview. It was just
them talking,
having a conversation in the
ring.
So Rey was all like, "Son, I love you, and I don't want you to get hurt." And Dominic's standing on the other side of the ring, and he's like, "I already got hurt. What you talking about? I already got beat. Oh, sorry. What you talking about? I already got beat up last week. Jeez. I took 30 kendo shots to my back."
The way he was holding his stomach and stuff, and
it was so...
Oh, I can't do that. And then, later on, we find out that it wasn't as bad as
that he's totally fine. Oh, man. So then he says that he'll be in Dominic's corner at SummerSlam. Lucky for him, he'll probably get his other eye stabbed out. And then Rollins and Buddy come out, and they're all like, "Oh, you scared? You scared?" And then Dominic and Rey beat the crap out of Seth and Murphy with kendo sticks.
Yeah.
So that's what that was.
I meant she'd be buried as a wrestler and turned into a manager, and Vince has forgotten the lost art of manager. And pro wrestling, they would help so much today. Yes, I agree, which is why I think she'd also be buried as a manager. I think she'd be good as a manager. I think she could do a good job.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I will be right back.
Oh dang! You gotta go
kill a spider.
Dang! I love when you get text messages from Mom.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a giant spider on the wall. Help! That's hilarious.
If I get bit by him, I'll be Spider-Man when I come back.
Oh shoot! Spider-Man! 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 Anyways, guys, moving on. Where were we at? Did you know that WWE's pushing Peyton yet still refuses to push Liv? Where's the logic in this? Well, you see, Peyton is good. And Liv at the moment is not good. She's not being given really good storylines. If I'm being completely honest, her in-ring work could improve. It needs some improvement. So I'm not shocked by the fact that they're pushing Peyton Royce and not Liv. I think WWE is planning to have Samoa Joe replace Rey at SummerSlam in Dominic's corner. I think Joe might be coming back. I agree. I think Joe's going to be coming back. I think that... But see, then I'm really going to miss him on commentary, though, because he's done such an amazing job on commentary, you know? And he's so good cutting promos and stuff. It's so natural, and you really can, like, feel the promos. And they're all so good. And it doesn't matter what it is, they're always amazing. And I love them. And they're very convincing, which doesn't happen a lot of the time. So I would miss Joe on commentary, but also I'm okay with Joe getting back in the ring and wrestling because he's also, like, great in the ring. And, you know, it would be cool to see him get back in the ring, but also commentary, you know. MVP is still okay in the ring once in a while, but I think he will wrestle less if they add another guy to the Hurt Business. I agree. So I don't really have a problem with, like, MVP wrestling at the moment. But I totally understand what you're saying. You know, I think that, I don't know. I like him as a manager. I love MVP as a manager, and I think he's done really, really great things as a manager, you know. So I don't know. I just don't know. Question, where does that leave Billy? Probably just on the side. She'll probably still follow Peyton around, but it's just gonna be Peyton, I think. I think Peyton's gonna get a lot of singles matches for the time being. And that's fine with me. Alrighty. That's what I would prefer for commentary, to have a former wrestler like Shawn Michaels or maybe Ric Flair as a main commentator for SmackDown and Raw, like WWE is using Samoa Joe. See, I'd be okay with Shawn Michaels. Ric Flair, not so much, because when Ric Flair gets talking, Ric Flair doesn't necessarily know what he's saying. So, I feel like in that aspect, like, Ric Flair can't be on commentary. Shawn Michaels could. I would be okay with Shawn Michaels being on commentary. Ric Flair's another story. Dominic will turn on Rey at SummerSlam or Payback. I could be wrong on it happening in the next 2 weeks, but Survivor Series at the latest. I agree. I think Dominic's going to turn on Rey. I think that's going to happen, and I'm okay with it. I am really, really okay with it. Oh, I agree, Maven. I really love MVP as a manager and the Hurt Business stable. I do, too. I think that the Hurt Business stable could be really, really great for Raw. And it has been really, really great for Raw. I think they've done some silly things over the last couple weeks, but that's okay. You know, I think they can build them up and make them look really, 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 really great. And MVP being a manager, MVP knows, he's another one that he does so well on the mic, and, like, every time, it doesn't matter what it is, his promos are always, always great, you know? So I'm loving him as a manager. When he first came back at the Royal Rumble, I was just kind of like, you know, whatever. It's just this one-off appearance, and it's totally fine, but, like, don't make this a regular thing. But then he kind of came in and started cutting promos, and I thought it was super cool. And I was totally fine with it. Do you think Sasha and Bayley will both retain Sunday? No, I don't. I'll get into that a little bit later. Would you see Shawn Michaels as the heel commentator or face commentator on commentary if he started that for our SmackDown? Probably a face commentator, just because I don't really think Shawn Michaels would be the heel in that situation. So after this, we get MVP, who is talking to Cedric Alexander, and this is fine. He's essentially like, you know what? I've offered you this, before. You can join the Hurt Business and be great. You can just take it, So we then go back to Raw Underground, and we get Arturo Ruas versus Riddick Moss. This was good until this ended in a no finish. I was like, what the heck? What is this nonsense? Triple H finds out his son is in a video game. His reaction is, "You are not the game, son. I am the game," and proceeds to grab his sledgehammer from under his bed. So after this, we get the Hurt Business versus Apollo, Ali, and Ricochet. So this ended up being an elimination match, which is cool. So Bobby Lashley ends up eliminating Mustafa Ali. Shelton Benjamin eliminates Ricochet. And then Apollo Crews comes in and pretty much cleans house. Shelton Benjamin gets eliminated by Crews. Cedric Alexander then comes out in the middle of the match and wins the 24/7 championship. Why? I don't know. I don't know why we should be celebrating that, but okay. Crews then pins the guy he's literally fighting this weekend for the U.S. title, MVP. This was the dumbest thing they ever, could have done. I just was like, what the heck? And then after Spear, Lashley ends up getting the pinfall victory over Apollo Crews. Okay then, this was dumb. I don't know the purpose of... why did Crews pin MVP when he's literally fighting him this weekend? I don't understand it whatsoever. Ali and Ricochet were basically squashed. Yes, they were. I honestly hate the name Thunderdome. I feel like they're ripping off Mad Max, in my honest opinion. I don't know. I'm okay with it. I think it's kind of cool. It's neat. So we then get a run-through of the SummerSlam card. So we're gonna hold off on that, and we're gonna talk about SummerSlam towards the end of Raw. So we then have Shafir, Duke, and Baszler on Raw Underground. Or just kidding. They're doing an interview thing with Shane McMahon backstage. Ha ha ha. Just kidding.
I was thinking they were doing something as far as the Thunderdome goes, like Thunder from WCW days. Just reminds me too much of that.
I love Rick. Met him my senior year of high school, but he now truly looks and at times sounds his age after all the health problems. He doesn't have the energy for commentary now. He looks like he still needs to gain some more weight back. Yeah, that's why he shouldn't be at tapings.
Yeah.
With all the health problems that he's had, I don't know why he would choose to put himself in a situation where he could potentially get sick with something that, and people that have had a lot of health issues, can be really, really sick from.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would do that, so.
I agree.
Anyways, we get Cedric Alexander versus Akira Tozawa, but we don't get to see any of this because, the entire screen went out for us. It went gray and was all crackly.
Yeah, and everybody that was watching with us said the same thing was happening to them.
So I don't know if this was supposed to be Retribution or if this was legit, just the connection was just so crappy because we missed the entire thing.
Yes, we did.
So Alexander ends up getting the win. That was great.
Thunderdome is a definition of Big Show taking a crap. He replaces his toilet every week, so they come up with an industrial toilet called Thunderdome 3000.
So after this, we get a Raw Underground with Marina Shafir, Jessamine Duke, and Shayna Baszler. So Marina Shafir ends up beating somebody up. And this was great. I love this. This is probably the best that Shafir and Duke have looked the entire time they've been in WWE. And I really, really liked this. Nia Jackson ran in, she attacked Shafir, and then left Baszler. Baszler was all like, "Fight me, bro," and Nia was all like, "Sure, I'll fight you," and then she was like, "Haha, just kidding, not really," and she walked off. So.
Yeah.
So, we then have Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels. He, cut a promo, talked about Randy Orton, and, Randy Orton being mentored by, Ric Flair, and how could you betray him like that? How could you do such a horrible thing? And then Shawn's like, I don't know if you'll be getting a Sweet Chin Music or a Claymore, but Randy will see it coming. And then Randy Orton surprises Michaels, hits him with the RKO, and then does the worst punt I've ever seen in my life. McIntyre comes out and I was all like, Randy, how could you possibly do this? Are you okay, Shawn? Are you okay? And then McIntyre ends up beating up Randy Orton, and then McIntyre ends up getting hit with an RKO, and that's where we're left.
Yes.
That was the end of the show.
Overall, I would say this was not a good show.
It was not a good go-home show.
No.
Oh, just kidding. Sorry, my bad. I forgot to mention before the Shawn Michaels thing, you had Montez Ford versus Andrade, and this was actually a good match. Bianca Belair got involved. She attacked Zelina, and it was great.
There was just no continuity in this, and like it was all over the place. I didn't like the way a lot of it went.
Yes.
The Raw Underground, I thought was better today, but I still didn't think it was like very good.
I liked the Shafir Duke Shayna stuff.
A lot more work. I don't understand, some of the stuff they do. Let's see here. Considering Orton stood tall at the end of the Raw tonight, does that mean Drew McIntyre retains his title, or does he still lose it at SummerSlam this weekend?
I don't think he's losing anything because I don't think that it's gonna have a finish.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think they're gonna end up causing no finish, and then they're gonna fight each other the next week at Payback. That's what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah, I would agree.
So you like Nia now, Maven? No, I most certainly do not like Nia now. Just because she was on Raw Underground does not mean I like her. No, don't like her whatsoever. No.
Drew McIntyre better not lose because you'll have the Scots invading the U.S. to get it. Like, they're in their skirts and bagpipes. No.
I'm not a fan of Nia. In fact, I would rather not see Nia on TV, but that's okay.
Yeah.
They're finally used Duke and Shafir in something that makes them look badass. That's precisely what I loved about the entire thing with Shayna last week. Was that she did look so much more badass than when she's on Raw. Like, she just can do more, And it's more her speed. It's more her style. She can't execute everything that she can do down in Raw Underground because of, rules. So, I like the way they're using Shafir and Duke and Shayna on Raw Underground, and I'm really, really excited to see kind of where it goes.
Yeah. I am too. I mean, this is the one place that they can come in and kind of be in their element.
And I like it.
And be okay.
I like it.
But I still
like it a lot.
Thing.
I like it.
How do you all see Thunderdome playing out this Friday and weekend? I don't know, James. We'll have to see. I want to see what they're going to do. We'll see what they're going to do. And I think entrances will be better.
I think so.
And then the rest of it, we'll just have to wait and see. What do you guys... what do you think is going to happen with the whole Pat McAfee and Adam Cole match on Saturday? I don't know. I have no idea, Anthony. I don't know where they're going to go with this. There's a lot of ways they could go. Depends on what they want. I think Adam Cole will win.
So, now that we're kind of through the entire Raw show, we're going to kind of talk about the SummerSlam matches and how we may or may not think they're going to go down.
Retribution Team versus SummerSlam. Win, get fired, do not come back to WWE. That'd be an interesting thing. Shayna Asuka versus Sasha Bayley is probably the only match I enjoyed tonight, to be quite honest. I agree, Export. I think it was probably the best match of the night.
Have you ever thought about doing
it's probably the best segment of the night.
Watch along for NXT TakeOver? We have done watch alongs for NXT TakeOver before, I believe.
Yes.
At least once, maybe twice. But generally, we just do a recap show, and this weekend is going to be kind of crazy because we have AEW and we have NXT TakeOver at the same time. So that'll be fun. That's what I was saying. Could be cooler if they message retracted, okay? Admit it, Maven, you like Nia, just like you like Dana. It's okay. No, I don't like either. They're both trash. I'm not sure Bayley or Sasha will lose Sunday. I almost think they'll lose the tag belts at Payback first, if anything. So, the way I see it... Okay, we can start talking about SummerSlam. Because I'm going to kind of start talking about SummerSlam.
Good.
That's what I'm going to do. So, we'll go ahead and start with the Sasha Bayley stuff. So, the Sasha Bayley stuff, I think that Sasha's losing the title and Bayley is retaining. That's what I think. Yo, Friggity, what's up? Chalky milk.
Chocolate milk, yes. I got some chocolate milk. How you doing, Friggity?
Honestly, I thought it would have been cooler for WWE to wait for Killer Cross to win the NFC Championship and then debut it underground. Raw Underground? That's a way to debut him on the main roster. I don't know. I'm okay with what they're doing with Killer Cross right now. It's okay. Sasha Banks is losing her title because they never let her keep her title for very long. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I just think that Sasha's losing the title. I think of the two, Bayley's almost got a year as being champ, if she hasn't hit a year already. And Bayley's not losing her belt. That's not what's happening here. I think Sasha's losing the title to Asuka. I then think that Asuka's going to then go on to fight Shayna. And Sasha and Bayley are going to kind of have some friction. And that's what I think is going to happen. I think
there's a possibility that Asuka wins both of them.
I think so too, but I think it's more likely that Sasha's losing her title and Bayley's retaining. That's what I think is going to happen.
I think that Asuka wins both of them. I agree that Bayley's retaining. I think that Asuka wins both of them because I think that the other person is going to affect the match in both matches. So Sasha will affect Bayley, Bayley will affect Sasha, but they'll still go, oh, we're still friends, we're still champions. And that'll kind of start to see the final cracks before they face each other.
Do you guys think that they might move Shayna Baszler to SmackDown before Survivor Series during the draft?
No.
I don't know. If they move her to SmackDown, it'd be... No, keep her on Raw. SmackDown's women's division is pretty trash. So I would keep her on Raw. That's what I would do. Anyways, I agree with Bayley retaining. I think Bayley should lose the title and Sasha Banks should keep her title because everybody's complaining about a long title reign. Still really looking forward to Baszler versus Asuka feud. Me too. I think it'll be good. I think they're going to have a really good match, and I think it'll be great. I feel like they're going to keep the singles belts on them through Survivor Series because of the champions versus champions aspect of Survivor Series now, even if NXT's involved again, and then use Survivor Series as the next step in splitting Bayley and Sasha. I think they're going to do it a little sooner, and they're going to do it at SummerSlam. Not like split them up, but kind of start to, like, really, like, you know, split them up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, let's see what else we have for the SummerSlam card.
Share the show, guys. Thanks, James.
Oh my gosh, Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. First off, let's talk about Sonya Deville for a second. She had a really scary thing that happened. Somebody, like, tried to break into her house, tried to freaking kidnap her, and it was so scary. Hope she's okay. Hope everything's all right, because that is terrifying. Sending her all the best of luck in the future, because, oh my gosh, that's insanely scary, and I hope she's okay. You have anything to say on that? Oh, also, people stop being creeps!
Except Dana, she's not trash.
Stop being obsessed.
Stop being crazy. Better on SmackDown because the focus on the rest and then over-the-top characters like Raw does.
But I feel like Shayna would just kind of get lost on SmackDown. Anyways.
I believe Bayley has had the title over 400 days right now.
Has she?
I don't know for sure.
Anyways, do you have anything to say on the Sonya Deville thing?
The guy was a nut.
Yes. Should be locked up forever. Like, don't be crazy. Don't be obsessed. Don't be a creep, please. For the love of gravies. Don't be... Please, just don't.
Yeah.
Please. Please.
Sorry, I haven't been texting. I just been listening. I'm doing work for school.
That's perfectly fine.
Cool, Zando.
Sweet.
That's cool. What kind of work you doing, Zando?
So, yeah, man. Hornswoggle's younger brother better be glad the cops got his ass.
And then I love how Streamlabs says, please refrain from using foul language.
My bad. It's okay. Anyways, that is so... But you know what?
Streamlabs never says anything.
No, never. Anyways, yeah, don't be a creep ball, please. Be nice people, and, like, don't stalk people, because that's just creepy, and, like, you can go to jail. So, like, don't. Please. You watch them on TV, you're fans. Like, don't. Please. For the love of gravies, please. Just don't be a creep ball. That's all I'm asking.
Do you guys like Drew McIntyre's character so far? And do you think, with him being a face, he can lead a stable, or would he have to be a heel? I think with where he's at right now, he could lead a stable if they wanted to put him with a stable. I have to do a 200 S8 introduction for 3 of my classes. Well, that sounds like fun.
Well, that's lovely. Very, very lovely. Anyways, so Sonya Deville versus Mandy Rose. Sonya's shaving her head. That's the way it is. Mandy's not going to do it. I don't. Mandy just doesn't strike me as the type of person that is going to shave her head. Whether it's for her job or not, she's not going to do it. So, I think Sonya's losing, and I think half of her head is going to be shaved, and then she's going to get out of the ring and, like, leave. That's what I think is going to happen. I don't think she's not going to get her entire head shaved.
Nah, just part of it.
Just part of it.
I think Maven can be a good manager for a wrestler in WWE or AEW with her personality. Yes, she could.
I could be a wrestler.
She could write the stories.
I could write the stories.
Yeah.
I'd gladly do
doing
that.
predictions for TakeOver Saturday.
We can kind of talk
I don't know,
about,
James.
we can kind of talk about TakeOver.
We'll
talk about TakeOver on Wednesday, because Wednesday is going to solely be a NXT show, because AEW is not doing their show that night. They have moved to Saturday, so there will not be AEW. It'll just be NXT, so that'll be fun. We'll have to drag that show out so we can hit an hour. But
with all the craziness going on this week, I don't know, we'll see.
So,
quite baffling that Dream is on TV.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm surprised they put him back on.
Well, let's just talk about that too, in between talking about SummerSlam here. Well, WWE said that they didn't find anything on him, but the people that were like, excuse me, were the ones who, like, said stuff in the first place about what happened. They didn't even talk to those people. So they really didn't investigate anything. So, like, how can you sit there? Don't lie to the people and say that you looked into things when you really didn't, and we all know you didn't. What are you doing?
I'm trying to mix my chocolate up.
You're, like, sitting over there, you're like...
You just keep talking. I'm mixing my chocolate up.
Anyways, so, I don't know. You don't sit there and lie to us and say that you talked to these people when you really didn't, because it just makes you look even worse.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Do you guys think AEW moved Dynamite to Saturday to compete with NXT TakeOver? No.
No, they moved Dynamite because of the NBA schedule.
Yeah.
So,
Goodman definitely catched up on all his sleep. I've lost for the last 4 days. Well, good for Yeti.
Psychotics like that. POS. That did that to Sonya. That's why WWE talents are so anti-fan interactions unless they're paid appearances in the last handful of years. See, people crapped on Sasha Banks a bit ago for, like, not autographing these people, like, not autographing these people's, like, pictures and stuff at, like, 4 a.m. at an airport when she was just, like, getting off a plane. She was like, no, I'm not doing that. And people were like, oh, she's so ungrateful, and the fans are what makes her. And, like, which she should just be, like, grateful she has people waiting for her at the airport. It's like, no, there are, like, freaking psychopaths out there. Like, no. Okay? Why don't you stop being an idiot, get off of Twitter, stop typing out these stupid tweets, and, like...
What was he accused
I don't know. Go, like, bang your head on a door or something to maybe knock some, like, sense into it. Because you're stupid if you think that way. You're entitled to, like, get an autograph? What? You think you should get an autograph? Like, oh, why is she so ungrateful? The fans make her. No, shut your face, okay?
What was he accused of?
Inappropriate photos.
Yeah.
So.
Duke and Shafir called up that, yes, they were in the underground.
I don't know if they're necessarily called up there.
I don't know if they're called up either.
The
only team not being fired yet is sure being hypocritical. I'm a huge fan of his in ring and on the mic. These allegations are disturbing. See, and that's just it. I think they have to, like...
And the fact that WWE didn't look into anything, and then they lied to everybody about it, and they were like, oh, we didn't find anything, when you didn't even talk to the right people that you needed to talk to in the first place. It's like, it makes you look bad. Don't sit there and lie to us and say that you did this stuff when you really didn't, because the people that have put out these, you know, things and are like, yeah, he did this, 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 and this, like, Bro! Stop lying to us, Triple H. Stop being a fool. Just say, oh, well, we're not looking into it because he's one of our top stars and we're not firing him. Just say that then. People will not watch your product because it makes you look real lousy, but don't lie to everybody and say that you looked into it when you didn't, because that makes you look worse. So,
yeah. Inappropriate picks. Oh, snaps. Literally. Yeah.
Glad you're able to get rest.
Do you guys think Chris Jericho gets away with using Judas as his theme song because his band made the song? Yes. That is a good song. It's actually a decent song.
Yes.
I sense Goldberg vibes. I like Mandy Rose, but I want to be stalking her and trying to break into her house. Yeah, I wouldn't be stalking her either. It's like crazy, man. People are nuts. If he bangs his head on the door, he's going to go to the hospital. Yes.
Yes, well, some of these fools that have been typing out this crazy stuff on Twitter, like, need to go knock some sense into themselves.
Yeah.
So, like, jeez. So, Sonya and Mandy, I'm excited for this. I think it'll be really good. But Mandy's not shaving her head. She's not doing it.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all.
Thank you, me too. Finally, a medicine that does its job.
So, Apollo and MVP. I think MVP wins because Cedric costs Apollo the match because of what happened tonight.
Possibly.
That's what I think.
Do you guys think the whole poisoning angle they used actual poison, or was it something fake? It was fake.
Yeah. What are we talking about right now? We're kind of talking about SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I fall in the middle of the topic because they should be more fan-friendly than many are when they go town to town and fans politely ask for an autograph or even just a quick picture. Many of them used to be far better at it just 5 years ago or so. I met several at a hotel here before and after shows. See, like, the thing I have an issue with is, like, if it's, like, 3 in the morning, this person just got off of a really late flight, they're, like, trying to get to their hotel or whatever. That was my chair. Like, don't bother them for an autograph. First off, like, why are you stalking them standing there at an airport and you're, like, standing there waiting for them to get off this plane? Like, that's a little creepy, okay? First. Second, they're probably really tired and they probably just want to, like, go to their hotel and, like, sleep. So, like, leave them alone. You're not entitled to anything. They don't need to sign your thing. Like, they don't need to do that, okay? They don't have to. Just say.
I think one of the things is the people that do that, the people that the whole signing. I think social media hurts a lot of that because people say things and do things, and people like these stars read it and they go, "I'm not gonna risk being like caught in a bad spot with." Like some crazy nut
See, and I think some people are willing to sign stuff in like broad daylight, but at like 3 in the morning, like leave them alone.
Yeah.
They just got off a plane.
What are y'all's
Why
thoughts
do you need
on
to be so
the mail
stupid?
slowing down? James, it's kind of dangerous, especially like there's people that like need their medicine and stuff like that, and it's dangerous to have the mail slow down. So, I think it's ridiculous that it's slowed down. It's funny fans complain about these performers for WWE being really stingy with their time signing autographs when back in the 80s, wrestlers refused to sign autographs. Yes, they did. You can't shave God's greatest creation's head.
And Maven has spoken.
Maven has spoken.
Yeah, I mean, folks, don't be creeps. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm expecting the weirdest stuff from these virtual fans. It'll be kind of funny. So, are people, paying for this?
As far as I know, it's not a paying thing. It was just something about, putting applications in and stuff. I don't know.
It's also never genuine fans that happen to run into them. It's people who hunted them down and are only trying to profit off of their autograph. Yeah, a lot of times that's the way it happens.
See, I think this is why it's good that we have things like VIP passes and meet and greets.
Yes.
See, when I really, honestly, when I see stuff about, people getting things signed, it's, 90% of the time, they were, standing outside of the building for Monday Night Raw, lined up, and then when the wrestlers, enter through the building, they'll, stop and, high-five people and, sign their signs or whatever as they're, walking into the building to go to Monday Night, to, get in there to, do their stuff for Raw. And that's where I see a lot of, people getting stuff signed. But it's, outside of that, leave them alone. Leave them alone, bro. Don't be creepy. Don't be weird. Don't be a jerkwad. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's words to live by.
Yes.
So anyways, Apollo and MVP, I think that Cedric is going to get involved. That's what I think.
Most of them won't sign because they assume the fan is going to sell it on eBay. I've heard multiple of them say it. Most will only stop and sign for it, take a picture with kids. Yeah. Actually, Sasha signed a lot of autographs when she was at Comic-Con a few years ago. Because a friend of mine went to Comic-Con here in Florida and he got her autograph.
See, with something like that, that's I can understand that, you know? But
how long until you see a virtual fan with AEW champ, for example?
I'm betting there's going to be somebody that's wearing an AEW t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'll put money on it.
Match? No, we don't, John. You go into paying a fee, knowing what to expect in a controlled setting. Things are limited to X number of picks allowed and X number of autographs. Keeps people safer. Limits the eBay reseller crowd a little bit. And this is coming from an big eBayer here. Yes. I've seen people literally ask people questions, like artists who have a random man in the street with a pick guard off of a guitar, and they were like, okay, name my songs. Yeah.
Fools.
And they couldn't name anything.
Literally fools.
So what app do you have to download to be live? I don't know, James. I don't know where it's at. I'm not sure what...
I don't know much information on it. Don't quite know how they're doing it. Don't quite know the logistics of it. Don't quite know how it's actually going to work. But, whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool, I suppose. So, Street Profits and Andrade and Garza, that'll be a fine match. It's for the Raw Tag Team Championships.
Yes.
That'll be fine. Seth Rollins and Dominic in a street fight. I'm actually, I'm excited for that. It should be good.
You just want to see if Dominic's going to get beat up by a kendo stick again?
No, I want to see if Dominic's going to turn on Rey. That's what I want to see.
What's the routine regular meet and greets or these Comic-Con appearances with performers for WWE or AEW do every once in a while? I don't know if there's much difference.
Well, see, with the Comic-Con stuff, generally, if they're on, a panel or whatever, it's not really necessarily, doing autographs and stuff. It's more of, an interview type of thing, and they're, sitting at this table with a whole bunch of other people, and they can kind of be interviewed on different things and ask questions. But, with meet and greets, 90% of the time, it's, taking pictures and signing, something or whatever, and that's really what that is. So, that's kind of the difference.
Yeah. If that happens, the monitor will be turned off.
My questions on Thunderdome are, will they seriously have open mics for those fans? How quick will they pull them off for the guarantee of AEW shirts, etc.? That's what I don't understand the logistics of it. I don't know how it's actually going to work, and, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
So.
When Charlotte Flair comes back at the Royal Rumble next year, what do you feel if she wins?
She shouldn't win. Shouldn't happen.
I don't think she'll win it again.
No, shouldn't happen. Bray Wyatt and The Fiend. Or Bray Wyatt and The Fiend, they're the same people.
Bray Wyatt versus The Fiend.
No, Braun Strowman versus The Fiend.
I'm going to take both of them.
Braun versus Bray. I think that,
low-key, you want that just for that Maven rant.
Low-key, let's not. Let's not. I think Alexa's going to get involved.
I think so too.
That's what
I don't know how
she's
going to get involved, but she's going to get involved.
And then Drew McIntyre and
it's still not the same without Becky.
And Randy Orton.
We know, James. You are in deep depression without Becky being around. I'm kind of confused. Are you guys switching from Twitter to the comment section in the live chat for YouTube when answering questions? You mean on Twitch?
Yeah, we have Switch set up.
We have we use Restream.io, which shows all of the chat all together.
Yes. So
I'm going Bray Wyatt because Alexa Bliss is going to get involved. Yes, I think she's going to get involved. I still don't know where she's going to go.
Do you still think Dominic will turn? I do.
I would say yes, but I don't think he's going to turn at SummerSlam.
I do.
I think it'll be after SummerSlam when he turns.
I think Dom's gonna turn. So we have Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton, and that's the last match on the card. And I think this is ending in no contest or DQ because it's gonna happen at Payback, and they're gonna just rerun it at Payback.
I could agree with that.
And I don't think it's gonna have a clean finish. I just don't. I don't think that's gonna be the case. I don't think that it's gonna be a clean finish, and I'm not happy about it at all.
Yeah.
Not happy about it whatsoever. Like, I legit don't even understand.
I have an idea for you guys. If you would like doing this, have you guys ever thought about using something called StreamYard, and you can have people for your streams come on and talk to you live? Yes, we have thought about that. We have not done it yet.
Man, Drew's losing Izzy. I don't know, man. Randy isn't... I honestly think it's going to end in a disqualification or a no contest or something because somebody's going to come out and get involved. And I don't think it's going to be, like... I just don't know. I don't know.
Charlotte Flair would have left Sasha Banks. Bayley wouldn't be getting over time on TV. I agree.
I just don't know.
I think if Charlotte would have still be around, the things would be a little bit different.
Bayley and Sasha wouldn't be on TV.
Yeah, but then maybe she would be with the storylines they're doing with Bayley. So, you know, because if there's live mic or fans can be heard on Thunderdome, they won't like some of what gets said in various areas. Me personally, I've got a song ready. Lana's the worst. Lana can't beat no one. Clap, clap. It's like baseball right now. If you watch baseball, sometimes you'll hear the players say things that they shouldn't.
Oh, man. Hey, what's up, Renzo? How's it going? He was over.
Hello, Renzo.
He was over in.
Yes. The other.
Give me a holy ass chat.
I mean, they got your standing tall on the Dome show, which kind of means he will sadly export. You're leaving us hanging. I mean, they got Drew standing tall on Go Home Show, which kind of means he will sadly... Have you watched my custom Titantron videos on my channel?
No, we'll have to check them out. Subscribed, but we'll have to check them out. Well, yep.
How much Drew McIntyre fans, honestly... but I'd prefer him...
What did you just say?
How much... I'm reading Anthony's. How much Drew McIntyre fans, honestly, but I prefer him as a heel.
That's not what that says.
How much Drew McIntyre...
No.
Huh?
Oh, you're reading the wrong comment.
I'm reading this one.
No, and this is the comment.
Oh, okay, so
I am a Drew McIntyre fan.
I was like, what?
But honestly, I prefer him as a heel because his face run right now is getting a little bit bland.
Yes, I think so.
I don't have an issue with this face run.
See, I was reading the comment right.
Well, I was looking at the other one, and I was like,
okay.
How the heck did you... What?
It was like, how much Drew McIntyre fan... I love reading chat sometimes because, like, some of the things that you guys type, I know some of you, like, talk into your phones and things like that, and I read and I'm like, what? Oh, Mr. G. Yes, that's me.
Reading.
It's like we can make a whole skit out of, like, reading, like, what people type in chat.
Depending...
3, 2, 1, Claymore kick.
Depending on how big of a fan people are Drew McIntyre as well. Yeah, that depends on that, too.
Yes.
You're suffering
from the same affliction Maven has. No, I'm not. Back up here in
I
the
hate
chat. I was
autocorrect,
reading
damn
up
it.
here. It's like, I was back up in
It
chat.
does say how much.
It says how much Drew McIntyre fan, honestly, and then he corrected it a little bit farther down. I hate autocorrect, damn it.
Man, that's
That's what I'm saying. It's like sometimes I read and I'm like,
what the heck?
and then Maven goes, what?
What are you talking about?
And I'm like, that's what it says right there. And she's like,
are you sure about that?
Okay. Reading skills.
So
Yeah, I would not confuse how much Drew McIntyre with I am a Drew McIntyre fan.
I was like, are you reading the same thing that I'm reading? Because that's not what it says. Okay, guys.
I was back up a little higher in the chat.
The rest of this week is gonna be crazy. So on Wednesday.
Mr. G, just read, damn it. I tried to.
On Wednesday.
Yes, we do have a Discord, Renzo.
Cool.
I just haven't used it in a while because no one else was on it. It was just us.
I like Drew's face right now. He's needed as a top babyface on Raw. And the 3 count to Claymore is funny from him. Yeah. So this week's schedule is going to be crazy. So on Wednesday, we have NXT. Only an NXT video.
Not what I meant. But okay.
Because AEW is not live. AEW will be on Saturday instead.
I'll post it just a second, Renzo.
So NXT on Wednesday. On Friday we have SmackDown per usual, and that's supposed to be the first time that
I'm pulling it up right now.
That's supposed to be the first time that they're doing this whole fan thing with like the people. So
yeah, I've got it. It's right here.
So then we have what's it called? Saturday, AEW and Takeover. That's gonna
what's it called?
I think what
like this, called. Like makes things pop into your head.
Yes, it did. Sorry.
Boom!
Anyways,
I got smarter.
Anyways, AEW and NXT TakeOver 30 are on Saturday. And on Sunday, we have, did I say Saturday? I meant Sunday. On Sunday, we have, I almost said Survivor Series. It's not Survivor Series. It's SummerSlam. And we're doing a live watch along with our great buddies, Gimme a Holy Podcast, Ant and Dom. And if you're not subscribed to their channel, the link is in the description. You should go check them out. You should go follow them because it's great. So, yeah.
Are there certain superstars, for example, Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, that you wish they changed their finishers to more devastating ones? No, I'm cool with it. No. Whatever they feel comfortable using.
AEW All Out Part 1 is tomorrow night on their YouTube channel. Scratch that. I'm wrong. It's on Wednesday, I think. I think it's All Out of 2019. That is Part 1. They're replaying last year's. Yeah. So we have SummerSlam on Sunday, and we're doing our watch along with Gimme a Holy Yeah. And then on next week, we have our week of shows. And I believe, is next week normal? Is next week normal? Let's take a look, shall we? Next week. What is next week's date? The 26th. The 26th episode. The 26th.
205 Live.
The 26th will be on Thursday. So next week, the AEW episode, we'll have another just regular, I'm confusing myself. There's too many dates that have been switched around. Anyways, so next week, Monday's normal, Wednesday's not. We just have NXT that day. Thursday's AEW, so we'll be on Thursdays next week. And then we have Friday, which is normal. And then we will have another WWE pay-per-view, Payback, because Payback is epic, and they felt that we needed that. They really did. They really felt that we needed that, right? Right. So, yeah. Are you guys going to do NXT TakeOver predictions on Wednesday? Yes. We'll do NXT TakeOver predictions and just kind of talk about the card on Wednesday because we're going to need to fill time. Who's your favorite New Japan Pro superstar or New Japan Pro wrestler? We don't watch New Japan. I don't know anything about New Japan, really. I mean, honestly. So, I don't have a favorite because I don't really watch it.
There's our Discord. Hopefully it works.
So,
who's your favorite New Japan wrestling superstar or New Japan pro wrestler? We have not, Renzo, we haven't watched New Japan. It's something we talked about doing. It's just a matter of time.
I don't find the spear as devastating
yeah.
as it used to be because a whole bunch of other superstars use it as a finisher. I'm fine with Drew using the Claymore because no one really uses it. Cool.
I think it's a matter of I mean, it's one of those things that I could probably say that about any finisher. So,
yeah.
You just kicked me in the leg.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's just a reflex. My bad. Anyways, so, yeah. And then next weekend, not next weekend, the weekend after that, we have,
Yep.
All Out.
See ya.
From AEW.
Are you ZZ01?
I just accepted the Discord. Sweet. Sweet. I don't get why they didn't just simply move Dynamite to TBS during the upcoming weeks. I don't know. My favorite Japanese wrestlers: Kazuchika Okada, Tanahashi, Naito, Ishii,
Katsuri.
Theory.
Yeah.
Cool. And Suzuki. Sweet. I've heard of several of those, but I've never really seen any of their stuff.
I don't get why did you read that? Why they didn't change it to TBS and not Team?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't move it to TBS either. It's kind of weird.
It's because they're like, it's too much trouble.
I've watched a little bit of New Japan, Renzo. Not a lot.
Shoot.
I have seen some of them wrestle, and it's what they do is pretty cool. Like the one time I watched it, like they were in between matches, like or halfway through the show, they were
How is Will Ospreay not on that list?
Yeah.
Man. See, I've heard some of the names, but I've never really seen tons of stuff.
Cool.
So you guys?
New Japan has a lot of talent still.
Yes.
Yeah, they do. It's just like it's something we'd like to like get into, but it's like time.
Yeah.
If
Definitely.
I could start making money at this, like doing this and cool. Make money at this, then I'd be able to get more wrestling in.
Been a few years. Cool.
Yep.
Also Jushin Thunder Liger as well. Yeah, he's great. I have seen some of his stuff.
Yes.
So.
He's 105 now.
So guys.
At least 105. Does anybody else got anything else they want to talk about?
Oh, the post office?
Yeah, I told James that I don't know if James is still here.
I'll get this. You talk.
Are you still here, James? Post office slowing things down is ridiculous. I think that they really need to fix that. Will they? I don't know. They should have put Payback in October. That way you can let it build up. They should have like Halloween Havoc in October.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the whole just Halloween Havoc in October just would be awesome. Omega versus Okada matches in New Japan were some of the best matches I've seen.
I have never seen any of them.
I love Will Ospreay. One of my favorite Japanese pro wrestlers that I know is Ospreay is a British high-flying wrestler. Yes, definitely. I think Ospreay's like Zack Sabre Jr. Yeah, I think Ospreay is in. Isn't he stuck in England, or have they moved? Has Japan allowed them to fly in?
I have no idea. None. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. So, yeah. Anyways, guys. Anything else?
Oh, look, you got your one dislike. What an amazing gift for your birthday, Mr. G.
Pretty
Yeah, I
usual.
know.
That's okay.
I wouldn't feel like we had a show without having a dislike.
Yes. While I was watching y'all, I was also watching DNC, and Michelle Obama spoke about the mail-in vote. What do you think about vote in mail?
I don't have any issues with voting by mail.
It's just a matter of it getting there.
Yeah.
That's going to be kind of an issue if they're taking away all the mail boxes and stuff.
Mail-in voting I'm cool with.
Which sucks. And don't know how they can, like,
the whole
legally
idea
do
that things are going to be, like, messed up, you, like, have to, like...
Well, it's totally trying to skew the election, which
you
is,
have
like,
to have, like,
illegal. You can't
your
do
whole
that.
life, like, well, the thing is, like, you can't be someone else. Because you have to have the information to put on.
So...
I think we'll be using that option to vote this year. Yes. Vince won't bring back the Halloween Havoc pay-per-view out of spite. He'll keep it buried as archives on WWE Network. I agree. I just think that Halloween Havoc, do something with Halloween would work.
See, like,
the fact that Ospreay is currently at his home in England because of COVID-19. Yeah, I was wondering I wasn't sure if they were able to fly out and go to Japan yet.
See, the thing about it, like, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me, is, like, it's not even about the fact that, like, people have, you know, like, voter fraud or whatever the president likes to call it. You know, people pretending to be other people. It's not even about that. It's about, like, you're skewing the election because you want to win. Because if you don't get all these votes in, they won't count. And you're being a loser about it because you know you're going to lose because you suck. So,
I don't think Strowman's a heel.
how is that legal?
I think it's just the way he is.
Oh, wait, it's not. You're just a loser who can't handle the truth, which is that you suck as a president. Just saying.
Vince would come up with something like WWE presents Trick or Treat as a Halloween-themed pay-per-view. That'd be funny. I don't take Trump as my president.
Yeah, because he's a loser.
James, who's
Sorry,
y'all?
not to offend anybody, but,
vote
like,
for him.
he's a
This
loser.
is my first year voting.
Actually, no, I'm here to offend everybody. He's a loser. So,
Yeah.
he is. Sorry. Take it or leave it. He's a loser. He's trying to skew the election, which further makes him more of a loser. And he should be voted out of office.
Yeah.
So vote, because I can't. So vote.
Yeah, vote, because she can't.
So
So
vote that
you probably
loser.
can't either.
Vote that loser.
But vote anyway, because Maven wants you to.
Yeah.
He might be the heel that Strowman is pressing Alexa Bliss, tries to throw her out of the ring. But when the light off, Strowman's gonna, and the Fiend was appeared with Alexa Bliss. Yeah, I think that's what'll be interesting to see where Alexa Bliss goes with this.
Exactly.
I'm curious to see what they do with her.
Exactly. It's illegal and he sucks as a president.
Yeah.
I'm just here to speak facts. I only speak facts.
Hashtag vote or Maven will slap you.
Hashtag that's the truth.
I've denounced Cheetos the last 4 years for a reason. If you could
Dang.
replace the blue Universal title, what would it be and why? I would say have a WWE title, but I'd be getting rid of the Raw title too. Because I think you should only have one title. Strowman's gone, and then the Fiend appeared with Alexa Bliss. That'd be interesting. All right. I think that we will take off. We'll be back Wednesday, right?
Yes, Wednesday with NXT. You get to watch NXT and only NXT for the first time in 87 years.
I haven't watched NXT in a while because I've been watching AEW.
Yes.
And I'm not as good as Maven watching 19 shows at once.
So exciting. So you get to watch NXT and bask in its lackluster
WWE should
glory.
take him out of the Hall of Fame. James, how he got in the Hall of Fame, I have no clue.
How he got in the Hall of Fame in the first place is kind of questionable.
How he's in the Hall of Fame and Cyndi Lauper isn't is like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Bliss has the most to possibly gain from the Braun Bray feud now if they do something right with it. Yeah, I could see that. Only thing is what are they going to do with Nikki now?
I have no idea.
Maybe she somehow gets involved and is the crazy one. Hashtag Facts Maven. Because this is something totally different than she's ever done. Yeah, and I think, you know what? I think she's done better with this than anything she's done before.
Yeah.
Like, her facial expressions and everything were amazing. So I think that this has been done well. And I think that she has done a good job portraying, with the acting part of this. I watch Dynamite Live, then watch NXT every week. Yeah, since we do Dynamite and NXT the same night, it's kind of tough.
I watch both shows. Mr. G watches Dynamite. So.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I need to watch NXT, so then we talk about NXT. But I also really want to watch AEW, so I divide my time and I watch both. At the same time.
Sometimes she misses matches.
Well, it's not even matches that I miss. It's just like little rinky-dink segments in between that don't really mean much anyways. So.
Yeah.
And that's 90% of what NXT is
Maybe
anyways.
we get Nikki as Sister Abigail.
No. Don't do it. That'd be dumb.
It showed a very different side to her. Yeah, and I think it definitely has, and I think she's done a good job with it. Good night, guys. Awesome show. As always, see you all Friday night. Wednesday night. You're going to see us Friday night, one Wednesday? James?
See y'all for...
I'll see y'all Friday night, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Giving you a hard time, James.
Let's see us Wednesday.
See you Friday night, Wednesday, James.
That's cool, too. I mean, it's a new...
It's a new day of the week.
New day
Friday night, Wednesday.
I'm okay with it. Friday night,
Yeah.
Wednesday? Sweet. Anyways, we'll see you guys on Wednesday for NXT.
Yeah. All right. We are out of here.
Peace out.
Peace, people.
Bye,
we must
bye,
snap a
bye,
pic of
bye,
Maven
bye,
multitasking
bye.
while watching both shows on Wednesday. Dedication.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Peace, people.